It's the first single-aisle aircraft model in scale 1 to 500 from Herpa Wings carrying the new Lufthansa livery, and although it is a special version of that which already is outdated, we should definitely take a look at it. Hello and welcome to a new episode of Review, where we will take a closer look at a Lufthansa Airbus A321-200. On the box we can find at the front side we have an image of the aircraft, and we do have the Lufthansa branding. The Lufthansa branding we also find on the back side of the box, where we have the image of the aircraft once more. And here she is, the Airbus A321-200 from Lufthansa in the new livery of Lufthansa, although it is of course a special adaptation of that livery. It is the Lufthansa Fanhansa livery, which was introduced originally back in 2014 for the World Cup in Brazil. And this one was then used for the World Cup in Russia in 2018, where this aircraft was flying the German squad to the tournament. Now, at the tail section of the aircraft, we find the Lufthansa branding on the vertical stabilizer, now with the new Lufthansa blue. On the fuselage, we then find the full registration code of the aircraft and the German flag, and of course, also the SAT dome has been added. Then if you move to the front of the aircraft, we can see along the fuselage we have the Fanhansa branding. Underneath that we have the aircraft type specification, the name of the aircraft, the Lufthansa branding, and then across the fuselage it says Mannschaftsflieger, which translates roughly into something like team flyer. We of course also have the Star Alliance logo, and again the Lufthansa branding just underneath the cockpit windows. With the cockpit windows we then also find the window wipers printed on. The engines on the aircraft are also very nicely detailed. Here we can see it from the back side, and here we can see from the front side, where we can see the engine fan blades. Then the wings are also worth taking a look at this aircraft model. At the top side we can see all the different flaps, slats and spoilers. Very nicely carved out indeed. Also the underside is quite decent. This aircraft also has the typical wingtips of the early generation aircraft from the A320 family. They've been shaped out very nicely. Also the landing gear, the main landing gear especially, looks really nice on this aircraft model, considering that it is in scale 1 to 500. And then last but not least, we do also have the doors to the cargo compartments here in the back side of the aircraft and here at the front side of the aircraft. So there we have it, the Airbus A321-200 in the new livery of Lufthansa, although in a special adaptation of that. Well, it is kind of sad that Herpa always needs so long to release the aircraft models, because as I said, the aircraft as it stands here was flying like that for a few weeks in 2018, and we haven't gotten the model before 2019, which is a bit silly. But it is still the first single-aisle aircraft model in the new Lufthansa livery, and I think for that it just alone is worth having in one's collection. Now with that, we have reached the end of today's episode. If you have enjoyed this video, then do feel free to leave a like. That would be very much appreciated, with that you show your support for this series and of course the channel. And if you're new around here, why not hit subscribe? That would be absolutely awesome. That way you won't miss out on any future reviews. Now with that, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you soon again. I'm checking out, and bye.